Hey YouTube, MoArrows here. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Bukkit plugin called MoArrows. This plugin is on Bukkit Dev, and basically what it does is it adds extra features to your bow and arrows on your Bukkit server. So it adds things like explosions, super fast kills, stuff like that. So I'm just looking at the Bukkit page now. You can see I'll put a link in the description, and so yeah, let's just take you through what you have to do. It has a few commands, but I won't go through them in this video because you don't really need them to work. But here's what you do. Basically, you can see I've got my bow here. You can see I've just got arrows like this. And if you look at that, then we've got an explosion effect. That is because that's part of MoArrows. So if we left click, you can see in the chat that it's switching arrow mode. So you can see it's just switching between the arrow mode. So let's just go to normal to show you what it normally is. It's just a regular arrow, goes down, hits the ground. So the first one is Razor. That basically just kills anything straight away. So for instance, like that. It doesn't really work as well with villagers. Let's try some sheep or something. Okay, there we go. So let's just say we should fire this pig. You can see it die straight away. There you go, you can see die straight away. Next one is piercing, basically the same thing. Not sure if that one works with villagers. No, it doesn't. But it's basically the same thing. Razor, again, same thing. Piercing, okay, we're going backwards again for some reason. Lightning, it's basically just fires lightning where the arrow lands. So let's say pigs were spawned there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see you could even do it all the way over there. So that's a pretty cool thing you can do there. It's just something to maybe scare people on the server. Next one is fire arrows. It's basically just arrows that are fire. So you can see we've got sort of a fire thing there. And if we just shoot at a villager, you can see it sort of dies and catches fire. You can see that one's on fire. So that's pretty cool. Explosive, that basically is an explosion which I demoed here. In the config you can change the radius of the explosion. For the sake of this video, just to demo that, I've set it to 10, but by default it will be 2. So it won't be very big, so let's just test that here. It's a pretty big explosion, 10. You could set it up even up to 100, but that would lag out your server a bit. So you can see we could explode this little temple here. So, gone. So yeah, that's a pretty cool feature. Compressive, that's basically like explosion, but it doesn't break any blocks. It will only harm mobs. So if I just demo that. So you can see how. You can see there was an effect. No blocks were broken, as you can see here. No blocks are broken, but these are damaged, you can see. So that's pretty cool if you don't want to explode blocks. Poison, I think it's basically the same, it just kills them straight away. Like so. Slow is, I think it just kills them straight away, but maybe a little bit slower or something like that, not sure. Let's try this over here. Yeah, so I'll close them down. I'm not really sure what that one does, to be honest. But yeah, next, net. This one's actually really cool. It basically makes a net out of cobwebs wherever the arrow lands. So, well, not there. You can see the cobwebs were spawned so that whatever you shoot at, or whoever you shoot at, is kind of stuck until the cobwebs despawn, like it will do. So you can see they disappeared. A lot of the time, it will kill them straight away. So you know, it stops them getting away. And then just go back to normal arrows. So that's pretty cool. That's basically all the features of this plugin. It's a really cool plugin, more for servers that allow griefing but I think you can. In the config, I know you can disable certain types of arrow mode, so explosions. If you didn't want people to blow things up, you could disable explosions. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, not much more to say. That's about it, really. So yeah. Like I said, this is Bukkit Dev, and I'll put a link in the description below. Basically, let me just say first, all it basically is in the config is you can disable certain types of arrows. You can have something to do with factions so that they don't work in factions area, and it's basically just like distances of what effect the arrows take. So you can take, say, for poison arrow, you could say how much health it destroys or something like that, and that's configurable in the config there as well. I'm not going to show you it, but I'm just saying that you can do that. So yeah, I'll put the Bukkit Dev link in the description below, and yeah, if you like this video, please thumbs up, favorite, and subscribe. Please subscribe because it does help me out a lot, and you'll also be notified when I upload new videos on this channel, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, see you next video. Peace.